Roland and Thomas here.
Two people.
One marriage.
All right. Okay, so we're glad you all are back. Glad you all are still staying tuned to the channel and learning these different tools to help your marriage grow and blossom and be beautiful and just be awesome. So glad you guys are sticking around. Okay, so we're gonna continue this series on 5 days, to a new marriage, or five steps to a better marriage. And this is the book that has absolutely changed our life. And so we're talking about it again. We don't get paid money to work with these guys or anything like that. I mean, this is just our experience and what it has done for us. And so we're just relaying to you kind of our review of the book and really just how it changed our life, because we know without a shadow of a doubt it could change your guys' marriage for the best, because it did it for us. So amen.
That's awesome.
All right.
Right into
so let's jump right into it. We're talking about the peace cycle. So we done been through the pain cycle, and you kind of reviewing your past and seeing kind of what's going on and writing down your pain and just learning about why it is that you argue. And so now we all realize we're messed up. You know what I'm saying? And but it's okay. I mean, everyone didn't grow up on a house on the prairie with Lassie running through the backyard.
Most people didn't.
And it being all cute and leave it to Beaver. So everybody didn't leave it to Beaver. We got left with Sam and Joe. And yeah.
Okay.
but here's the deal. Again, we talked through the pain, and again, you may feel like it's hopeless now, right? And you guys, you're still probably arguing and still trying to figure out, man, how in the world can this thing change?
You need to realize that you, not just your spouse, but you have the power to change your marriage.
Absolutely.
You have the power to change the atmosphere in your home, even if your spouse isn't responsive to the change right away, isn't responsive to getting help. It doesn't matter. You have the power to start to change something by taking personal responsibility and ownership and doing self-checks and self-analyzations. So we're going to go through a part of that today. And I hope that this blesses you. I hope that this speaks to your heart and moves you in some sort of a way and starts to start you on the road to change in your marriage. Absolutely.
So here we go. Now you know what's wrong, so let's fix it, right? Now you're going to learn about the truth. So we've been through pain. Now we're going to learn about the truth. And we're going to take some time and kind of go through this and give you our experience and kind of what we were going through when we start writing this stuff down. But listen, God designed marriage to be a perfect union, representing himself. Okay? In doing so, when the fall happened in the garden, issues came into the marriage. And so we ain't going to go a whole lot into that, but it was a perfect union. Adam and Eve were just loving each other. And then she ate that. Love you too, girl. And then she ate the fruit. and everything went to caboose, right? And so suddenly they started blaming each other, and God come walking through the garden, and Adam like, man, it's because you gave me this lady right here.
Whatever happened to personal responsibility, man, Adam?
Yeah, whatever. Even though Adam was over there probably putting a hand out helping her get up in the tree to get the fruit, but we ain't going to, it ain't saying that. You ain't written, so you can't say it now. I get implied. But here is the deal. So nevertheless, when you do marriage God's way, healing, restoration, security, this stuff comes about when you do marriage God's way. Okay? And this stuff begins to take place. And here's what I know. That you are worthy. You're significant. You're capable. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're perfect in God's eyes. And that's what you need to realize when you guys are starting to go into your pain cycle. This is how you reverse it. Is that you begin to internalize these truths and know that you are special, and know that you are loved, and know that you are valuable, you are known, your opinions do matter, you're not alone, you know, you can control yourself, you know that this is the truth, and you know this stuff.
I know when Roland and I first you know, in our first year, I think our first year of marriage, you know, I would get so angry and so explosive when he would do a certain thing, and that's just the truth. But he would always say, you control your attitude. You control how you react to something. And I never understood that at first. I was just like, no, you made me mad, so you control it. You need to take responsibility for your actions as to why I'm mad. And I now, you know, 3-4 years, in our fourth year now.
4 years.
So 3 years later, you know, I realized that he was so right. You know, that was such a wise thing to say, and something that I had to start to meditate on. And, you know, God really started working on me and learning to take personal responsibility, and realizing that just because he did something to upset me or offend me doesn't necessarily Victory's trying to eat our book. Doesn't necessarily mean that I need to let him know how he made me feel, or react in an outrageous way, or to rage out, or get defensive, or get aggressive with him in any way. I didn't have to do that.
Yeah. So I mean, that's how it was when we got started. And so I mean, hey, it was probably the same. You know, it was probably the same when you guys started too. It's okay. Realize that when you're in a marriage, you know, we was at a marriage class Sunday, and they made this point so clear, and it was so cool, right? It's so true that we all can love each other, right? We get love, you know, but love isn't what keeps a marriage together. You got to learn how to be married, and that was a journey for us. I mean, you know, we have to learn how to be married.
Because and so, the truth is that neither one of us ever knew or seen a successful marriage. Yeah. That was something totally foreign to us. Absolutely. So now we had to take advantage of resources that were in front of our face, but we were too prideful to go or to learn. I mean, so we began to go to marriage classes. Yeah. And to marriage counseling and learning. We were on this journey. We read books. We did whatever we had to do because we knew that we could have a successful marriage. God designed marriage. So if you think about it, Satan comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Absolutely. And you best to believe he's after your marriage.
He's coming after it. Yeah.
He's after your marriage. Don't let him win. God put you guys together. That a unit.
Absolutely.
And you can be successful. You can have a happy marriage.
Absolutely.
You can have a happy home. You can have peace in your home.
Yep.
If you do marriage God's way.
Absolutely. Here's what the Bible says. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And that's John 8:32. So now let's dive into your truth. Let's talk about the truth. And we kind of go through an exercise here in the book, but again, you're gonna go back to the previous exercise when you kind of laid out your pain, right? So my emotions when I feel pain are, and I'm gonna use this as my example because this is what I went through. But it's to numb out, it's to withdraw, it's to avoid and defend. So when I feel, you know, when my emotions are pain, that's how I feel. And so then the truth about me and my situation is that I am appreciated, valued, respected, valuable. You know, so these are some of the truths about myself, and then the truth about my safety with God is that I'm free to be different. I'm able to affect situation. I'm successful and able to persist. I'm validated that my efforts count. And so it's kind of broken up in these two sections: the truth about you and the truth about your safety with God. And so the truth about you can be, you know, you can be loved. You can be, you know, you're priceless, you're treasured, you're appreciated, you're full of worth, you're valued, you're accepted, promising, significant, precious, wanted, respected, can make choices, valuable, known, never alone. You're adequate, you're celebrated, you're encouraged, you're connected, you can control self.
For me, My emotions when I feel pain are alone, unloved, disrespected, and out of control. But the truth about me is I'm never alone. I am loved, I'm respected, and I can control self. The truth about my safety with God is that I'm forgiven and restored, free to be different, never forsaken, secure that God is just able to affect my situation.
Absolutely. I mean, again, when you begin to realize the truth about yourself, that begins to reverse the effects, of the pain cycle. And so now you're at the point where now you begin, now the times begin to change. You begin to slow down your arguments. You don't begin to argue as much. You begin to diffuse before it actually gets full blown insane craziness.
Maybe. Or, because I remember when we were going through this, I felt like we went under a little bit more of an attack. I mean, we were having more intense arguments than before.
Yes, as you begin to as your marriage begin to heal, the devil don't want your marriage to heal. So that means you're gonna be going through this stuff, and more than likely you're probably gonna be a catch-22 kind of deal. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm getting into my pain. And
you start to notice that you're getting into your pain.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about my truth. Okay, the truth is, blah, blah, blah. And
however, when your spouse begins to get in his pain, don't get up in his or her face, like Roland did, and be like, the truth is. Because at that moment, they don't want to hear that.
No, see, listen, she was going to hear the truth. Because the Bible said the truth go set you free. So I was going to let her know that the truth was going to set her free. And I said, remember your truth, honey.
I know, he did.
Remember your truth, honey.
Remember your truth. Remember your truth.
I got down on one knee, too. I was like, honey.
He did.
Remember your truth. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean,
don't believe the lie. So this is why it's good to walk through this thing together with people, because you get to realize that you're not the only one. And then there's people who have also gotten through, and so anyway,
and feel free to email us at any time.
Absolutely.
Our email is in the description box. You can send us an email, asking us questions, asking for prayer. We'll band together and we'll pray for you, and we'll go through this together. That's what this is all about.
Absolutely. I mean, because again, when you do marriage God's way, you have a 100% chance of success.
Remember, you save a marriage, you save a church. You save the church, you save a nation. You save a nation, you save a generation.
I mean, we heard that this Sunday, and I tell you what, that was a powerful statement. And so I mean, it's so true. And I mean, so you probably gonna hear us say it even more, because that's what this thing is about. This thing is about changing marriages, changing churches, changing nations, and changing the next generation. I mean, it is so important. It's so important to fix and to learn how to be married, because when you learn how to be married, everything else is affected. It's not only just about decreasing arguments and all that stuff. It's about changing the world. So guys, remember, we believe in you. We're excited. We're excited for what's happening in marriage. We're excited for your marriage changing. And keep tuning in. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe. Oh yeah. Subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe.
Ooh.
Subscribe.
Ooh.
Subscribe.
Ooh.
Subscribe.
Ooh.
Subscribe.
Bye, y'all.